So being familiar with the file system of a tool might help you to exploit it a little bit better. So take some time to make yourself familiar with its file system. In order to do that, the best way to learn the structure of Metasploit is to browse through its directory. Metasploit framework is provided in the User Share Metasploit Framework directory in Kali Linux, and one can more easily understand the Metasploit architecture by having a look under its hood. So let's examine the file system of Metasploit and see just how the framework is constructed. So I'm going to open a terminal and let's have a look, see where we are. So I'm going to Metasploit Framework directory. And when using Kali Linux, the Metasploit framework is usually located in the path User Share Metasploit Framework. So let's see what we have here. Right, so hopefully if you can see over my shoulder here, the MSF file system is organized by really well-defined directories. And the structure is very clear. The Metasploit framework has a variety of component categories based on their role in the penetration testing phases. For example, here, the data folder. This directory stores editable files, such as word lists and binaries, required for some of the exploits. So let me show you some of the word list directories. Metasploit uses these lists for brute force. The documentation folder. As its name suggests, the documentation directory contains the available documentation for the framework. Modules folder. All the Metasploit modules are contained in this directory. Now, the modules directory is where you will find the actual MSF modules for exploits, auxiliaries, post modules, payloads, encoders, and NLP generators, and you will be interacting with Metasploit mostly by modules. The primary directory for modules is User Share Metasploit Framework Modules, but you can use your own modules from your home directory at MSF4 Modules. Plugins folder, and as I said before, Metasploit is not a rigid tool. You can customize it and add plugins to increase its power. So you're going to find these plugins in this directory. Some of the common plugins are OpenVAS, Nexpose, Nessus, and a variety of others which can be loaded into the framework using the load command. Scripts. The scripts directory contains Meterpreter and other scripts. Now I'm going to show you some of the Meterpreter scripts. These scripts help you to automate some of the post-exploitation jobs, such as keyboard recording, dumping password hashes, and getting much more information from the compromised system. Tools. The tools directory has various useful command line utilities that aid in penetration testing, and that's contained in this folder. Oh, I also want to show you how to view the Metasploit directory from the GUI. Now, this will be way more helpful to get a better understanding of the framework and all of its components. So from folder view, User, Share, Metasploit Framework. And now you're in the Metasploit directory. You can open the folders that you have viewed from the terminal.